address is user, and then you take out this license, you replace it by some your own license key or your own master password, and only with this master password you're able to add it afterwards, but it's not supposed to be.
Well, in resilient network design, where we're expecting military or disasters, we use a lot of dynamic addressing applications. So if one part of the network goes down, we can reallocate users everywhere, and we have no problems in the usage.
I even had a customer saying he wants to turn it off. I don't want to have it. So he says, okay, it's not allowed to add IP address anymore. Yeah, but it was only one customer asked it for it. Nobody else said it's a big deal.
Yeah, but I was saying this is just something I can see being potential based on some of the clients that I deal with that are.
We will note it down. We'll
after you get the unit in your setup, and as I said, I change IP address and get connected by the console or by the normal IP address. You just take the quickest one. Can you show me the quickest normal IP address? Which one unit?
What do you want to?
Just the unit.
Yeah.
Here, show your unit itself. I want to show you. Click the button, quick install with it, and just gonna ask you. And basically, the fourth thing after this 5 steps, you put the unit in the network, and then go take first steps like tuning things or just noticing if mail coming in or mail coming out. First step is date time. It reads the data and time from the unit itself, because the motherboard has the data. You can change local settings like the time zone. Then it asks which domain do you want to be scanned. You just give in your domain name like SecPoint.com, and then you tell where's the mail server. This is locally, can also be externally. I will explain it a little bit later.
We'll also talk about multiple domains.
Yeah, if this customer has, of course, more domains, you can just put more domains to the same IP address. So there's no restriction of many users or less users. It doesn't really care. It just says, okay, this domain needs to be checked. And if it's checked and clean, only clean mail must be sent to this particular IP address. The next step he's going to do, he's also going to copy the address to what we call this to the list where we say it's allowed to send outgoing mail. So the protector, in this case, will only accept mail from this mail server only. Yeah? So very important if you have set up something called PBX or something else which is allowed to send out mails for alerting, put the IP address in this tab, because otherwise this system will not send mail out anymore. So it's also sort of a restriction where we can say, okay, we know which system, in this case a email server, or maybe also some other units, those units are allowed to send out mail through the unit. Yeah? Put them just on IP based here. If you don't care.
What if they're spoofing you?
Sorry?
What if they're spoofing? Would that cause any security vulnerability?
It only checks the IP address. Doesn't check. Because we expect that that's the reason why we build it in. The email server is the one normally only sends out mail. And of course, it can also be spoofed. But then you have a serious issue inside the mail.
We had a banker recently where somebody came in with a notebook computer plugged into the network, send out some spoofed mails with spyware attached to some specific people to get into their computer so they could find out what accounts are doing. And they set this thing installed a stealth bot, and they were able to then download a bunch of other stuff, and they were trying to do transactions when people weren't at the desk, to do financial transfers. So we caught that, and this is what they did.
Okay.
So I don't know if your product has a similar vulnerability, if I could get into that product somehow. On the penetrate
.local because they get used to it from the Microsoft point of view. The name is used. The name is used for alerting and that kind of stuff. So you must have a domain name, real domain name, just like example, protect.secpoint.com. So don't use point local. On the DNS point of view, Microsoft wants to use DNS on small business servers as many as possible. So what normal reaction is, people use their own DNS server as first. Sometimes I saw situations that resolving an other one's email address won't work because the DNS server from the customer was not configured well. And I turned DNS all the way around, so I used the external DNS as first DNS and the second one as their own DNS, and then it worked. So in some cases you need to be aware that if the customer has a wrong setup then DNS which would not work properly, try to switch the DNS server from the external one to SMP. Because it asks first to the first DNS server, can you resolve this one? Can I send mail out to this particular domain? And if it's going wrong, it's not able to send out the mail, so it will be stuck. It's important to keep track. That's the reason why we default put this second DNS in, which is a DNS server on the internet, and you can put of course your own DNS in. But that's something that I learned in the practice. Then we go to the next step. Then it asks you mainly, okay, in general, what do you want to do with the unit? Of course, there's something called firmware download. When new firmware comes in, it's able to download new firmware. My practice situation is most people turn it off because they say, okay, I put in the firmware myself, but that's practical. Most people don't like to do stuff automatically. Updates, yes. The firmware is dependent. From the 10 guys I know, 9 people say turn it off, the other ones say don't care. But that's
Does it work?
we had some struggles. It's true. We had some struggles.
Because if it's on and you want to update the firmware manually, it won't work.
It depends. If you put, if you are in the beta program, you put beta on it, it checks on the update server, then don't see any new firmware, so it don't work.
If you enable the automatic update to yes, then you cannot force it yourself. You have to set it to no, because then it will get automatically. So, and of course, when it's released for automatically, that takes longer time than if you go and get it yourself. Because there are other rounds of testing and verification before it gets released to everybody.
And typically, if the release comes out and everybody downloads it, it's going to take more time to get it.
One thing that I would like, that's probably something for features, is if I do a manual update, I would like to see which firmware version is available now. I know what I have, but I want to know.
Yeah,
is it necessary to do it anyway?
It's already in the roadmap. And there will also be a link where you easily can see what are the changes and do you want it at all, do you need it. So
we also looked at the other way around, saying, okay, I have 25 users. Now you need to log in 25 times. And then there will be some stuff like that you will see from one point, but you have, let's say, kept updated.
And also in the partner lounge we saw earlier, you can actually, let's say you have 10 units, you can see all the units already, which version they're running, and if you have 10 customers and you want to upgrade 5 of them or 8 of them, you'll be able to do it from the partner lounge. So you don't have to log into every unit, find the login details, you can do it remotely.
Then the second tab is how many times the unit must get the databases, the antivirus databases,